right, REVERDES versus CARMENETTI. Getting ready to square off. Joe Reverdes so used to building up and breaking down the cage. Would like to actually bring the house down tonight if he can get a win here, the first of his career. I'm sure it's long overdue for Joe.
He seems to have a little bit of a size advantage.
Yeah.
You know, Anthony came in at 128, so I'm assuming he obviously didn't cut any weight. He looks like he could be fighting at 125.
CARMENETTI nicknamed the Squirrel. We'll see if that has any relation to his fighting style.
Yeah, as it does, there's a lot some spin kicks going on there.
Well, he definitely seems elusive early on, so
yep,
that's part of the nickname.
Definitely seems very relaxed for his pro debut. You know, he looks good. He's got his hands down, but he's keeping that distance away, so he's not going to get caught with anything. Joe's your typical stand-up fighter. He's got his hands up, moves very well, looking to land those shots.
CARMENETTI trying to work those rear leg kicks early on. Front leg kick that time.
Yes, he's definitely keeping his distance. It doesn't look like he wants to stay and engage with Joe. He's throwing a lot of leg kicks to keep that distance there. Parring the jab. And Joe's the kind of guy that he's just going to stalk you down. He's going to wait to get right in that pocket, and then he's going to start throwing. So he'll just kind of par that jab, keep his stance down, and he's going to use his footwork to get right in, just like so, and throw that right hand.
Well, you've been in the game as long as Joe has. There's certainly no anxiety, at the very least, and he will take his time and wait for his opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe's got a ton of experience training with fighters. Kind of runs in his family, so nerves is not going to be a problem for him. He's an old guy, crafty veteran.
All right, they're both locked up here now. REVERDES has CARMENETTI against the cage. We'll see if he can get any leverage. We're about halfway through the opening round of this 3-round bantamweight bout.
And this is where, Joe's just going to try to keep him against the fence. He's not going to take him down. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't want Anthony to be able to turn him around and take him down. He wants to stay right here, and he's probably going to try to push away and get back to the center of the cage and use his strikes. This is where he does not want to be right here.
Well, the Squirrel takes him down.
Yeah, nice takedown. He drove for that double leg, got him against the fence. Right here, Joe's going to try to look to use his back against that and wall walk right up. He's going to try to look to get an underhook. Anthony's doing a good job keeping in position here. He's going to grab that underhook on this side.
We'll see if REVERDES can use those elbows to his advantage, too, if he has an opportunity to break out of this.
Yeah, training with Mike Gresh, that's one big thing, is off your back is to stay busy throwing strikes. It keeps that guy a lot of times from posturing up and being able to pass, and it gives him something to think about. Can do a lot of damage off your back.
And CARMENETTI trying to get into the mount position, but REVERDES is definitely making it difficult. You see just sliding toward that cage.
Yeah, CARMENETTI's just sitting here hanging out in half guard, not doing too much damage, but he's got a pretty good position. Joe's doing a decent job getting his hips out. Here we go. Yeah, nice roll by Joe. CARMENETTI wants he didn't let his weight down. His hips are up a little bit high. It makes it easy to roll some guy like that when you get him up high like that.
Yeah, textbook roll by REVERDES, and now he gains the upper hand here in the latter stage of the opening round.
As you can see, Anthony's actually rolling his hips out, and it looks like he's going for an arm lock here. This is dangerous for Joe right here. He's sitting his hips out to the side. Nicely, he's a very flexible kid off of his back. But right from here, you're going to look for Joe to posture up. He can't get his head stuck in there. That's going to be, Anthony's going to be able to submit him and work his game. This is what Joe is going to want to do.
REVERDES try to sneak in a couple of right hands. Gets back to his feet. We'll see if he can keep CARMENETTI on his back. CARMENETTI gets that kick, almost catching REVERDES on the way up. Now both fighters back on their feet.
Yeah, Joe's getting a little crafty with those flying knees in there. He's loosening it up a little bit. I'm going to look for him to stay a little bit busier and a lot more aggressive. You can see Anthony starting to take some deep breaths here. That's obviously not a good sign for him. Joe's very, very composed.
Tough opening round to score thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. Hasn't been much damage landed. Looks like Joe's trying to start opening up with his punches, but that takedown of being on top could seal it, but also Joe reversed him as well. That's a very tough round to score.
And there's always time in the end to steal a round.
Absolutely. The judges always remember what they see last.
And you're right, REVERDES real crafty with those flying knees. He's tried a few. This time trying the flying kick. CARMENETTI does a nice job backpedaling.
Yeah, you can see Anthony's definitely getting tired. Landing a couple big shots there.
Two big right hands by CARMENETTI. REVERDES is hurt.
He's hurt. He's in the mount position right now. He looks like he's recovering a little bit. Grabbed onto him.
At this point, just holding on for dear life here.
At this point, you just got to hold on. You got to try to collect yourself and stay composed.
Another big right by CARMENETTI to the chin.
This is a bad position for Joe REVERDES here. He's got it really up on the high mount. He's starting to pound away. He's going to grab onto him here. This fight's going to get stopped.
He's going to have to do something to show the referee he can still continue, but so far so good. It hasn't been sustained damage at this point.
But he can't do this. He's got to hold on to him. Nice roll, nice reversal by Joe.
Yeah.
Took a couple of good shots, but he seemed to recover really quick. That is a big testament to being in shape, Mike.
And for a while, it looked like REVERDES was in some trouble as you hear the bell for the opening round.
Yep.
REVERDES survives. But more than just survived, he actually was aggressive enough to get that roll and get back on top in the end, and CARMENETTI may have missed a golden opportunity to end this
Absolutely, absolutely. When you get a guy rocked and mounted like that, I mean, you got to posture up and really just not swing for the fences, but you got to stay really aggressive, you know.
Let's see if we can listen into Joe REVERDES' corner now with Mike Resch.
Good, you all right?
You can hear Mike talking about how tired he is. It's obvious to see that, you know, until he landed that shot, his hands was going down a little bit. He was a lot slower. When you land a big shot like that, though, Mike, you know, you get that burst of energy. It gets you excited. So obviously you're gonna, you know, go right after him. But you can see that he's definitely the more tired fighter. Joe looks recovered. He looks good here. As you can see, Mike Resch is really telling him to establish that jab. He's big on that and keeping that distance. And if he establishes that jab and uses his feet to get in on him, that's when he can land that big right hand. But he's got to start throwing them straight down the pipe. He's throwing a lot of really wide hooks, and it's easy for Anthony to cover those up, and easy for Anthony to sneak underneath those for a takedown.
All right, round number 2 of 3. Anthony CARMENETTI in the white trunks, Joe REVERDES in the blue.
Good jab. Here comes that jab. He's got to keep throwing that. That's going to set up the right hand.
Exactly what Mike Resch said in his corner in
yep.
rounds. And that jab can open up so many things for a fighter in his stand-up game.
Anthony's really starting to breathe heavy now. I mean, he's still going. He's still throwing his kicks. He's, you know, a young kid, good athlete. But he's really starting to get tired here.
Which is surprising. A fighter in his pro debut, I thought his stamina and endurance wouldn't be an issue. But so far, like you said, it seems like REVERDES is the one who is more composed at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. But, Joe being a veteran, obviously that's going to, have a big part in that. And having your pro debut, Anthony probably has a little bit of, some nerves going on. But he's still throwing it. He's landing that right hook a lot. Joe's going to start to keep his hands up and watch out for that. He's ducking underneath some of Joe's punches and landing that right hook. Nice knee to the face. Caught them a little bit.
REVERDES looking sharp here in the opening.
Yep. You can see he's really getting tired. He's starting to cover up and bend down.
You really see the experience coming through at this point. CARMENETTI looks off balance. He's spinning. He's having a hard time maintaining his footwork. Yeah,
that's the most dangerous thing you can do, Mike, is take your eyes off your opponent and spin around like that. I mean, that's when, if a guy's really patient and sets it up, he can really land a big shot.
At this point, CARMENETTI just trying to dive in to make something happen.
Yep, Joe's doing the right thing. He's keeping the center of the cage. He's not being too aggressive. And, he's obviously making this an uncomfortable situation for Anthony, so it's going to make him even more tired. But I think he should go back to that jab like he did in the first 10 seconds of the round. Right down the pipe. But you're going to watch for Anthony's going to throw that big left hook. He keeps winging that around every time Joe comes in. He's keeping that distance, though. You can see Joe's fine. Good kick. Oh, he's going to go for that takedown here. That's all right.
CARMENETTI just throws REVERDES to the ground after catching that right leg.
Kind of surprising, too. CARMENETTI didn't really follow up. I mean, he could be really, really tired, or maybe he just wants to keep it standing.
I think more or less he may have used that as an opportunity to catch his breath rather than actually engage. You're right, he did have an opportunity.
But Joe's kind of letting him get back into this fight here as he starts to land a big right hand. CARMENETTI's definitely getting very tired. Oh, I think that seemed to be like an illegal knee. I don't know if he had his knee down. Yeah,
there's going to be a timeout call here with 2:25 to go in round number 2.
It's very tough, Mike. We've seen this before a million times. It's just such a tough situation in a fight. When a guy's going for a takedown,
you're taught to do that.
Exactly. Against wrestlers, you either want to throw that uppercut or throw the knee. And you can't really tell if the guy's going to put his knee down on the ground. It's a very tough situation. I don't know if they're going to take a point away or they're going to probably give him 5 minutes, call the doctor in. He looks like he's okay, though.
He will get his opportunity. Let's check out the replay, Greg.
Yeah,
he's definitely still on both knees, Really no gray area on that one, unfortunately, for REVERDES.
But it's tough because it does happen.
It's in the heat of the moment.
It's obviously not intentional.
When it's at full speed like that, it's very tough to restrain yourself. And you see Joe REVERDES run into that issue here midway through round number 2, and it really really hurts for Reverdes at this point because he's having a fantastic round. Now this kind of slows his momentum a bit.
Yep.
And Carmenetti obviously was tired. He was dog tired halfway through round number 2. Now he's going to get 5 minutes to rest. Here's one more look here.
Yeah, so right there you can see both of his knees are down as he falls back. I mean, it hit him right in the face. It wasn't, you know, he seems to be okay. And it looks like we're letting him go. I don't know if he's going to take a point or what they're going to do.
It may very well just be a warning, and it looks like that way. I haven't seen him motion.
This break right here, Mike, is going to help Anthony out more than help Joe. Now, Joe's going to go right after him and attack him to get him back on his heels and breathing heavy again. But Anthony looks a little bit better right now.
Anytime you're breathing, big right hand.
Big right hand. This is what Joe's going to do. He's going to keep going right after him to get him tired. As you can see, Anthony's bouncing around. And he's throwing these shots and looking away. Joe staying patient, staying right in that pocket. Good jab. No, big right hand by Anthony. But he's kind of lunging in with these. You can tell he doesn't have a lot of steam on these punches.
Right, and he's telegraphing them. They're not going to land. Reverdes sees him.
Big right, nice hand over the top, though.
That one he snuck in.
Yep.
But Reverdes still doing a nice job controlling the pace of this round. 1:45 to go in round number 2. Yeah,
Reverdes is doing good standing up. He's not too aggressive. He's never changing his pace, and he's staying right in that pocket. He's sticking that jab out. You can hear Mike Gresh in his corner yelling out. He's got to keep establishing that jab. Big right hands here from Anthony.
He lunging forward with those. Kick that time, and he left himself open, and Carmenetti did take advantage. So a brief moment there for Carmenetti to get something going. 1:18 to go in round number 2. It's been all Reverdes here in this second round. Carmenetti still breathing with his mouth open.
Still breathing heavy, Joe's he's really trying to counter with that right hook, though. That's one thing. I would rather see him throw that straight down the pipe.
Nice leg kick.
Anthony's still moving forward, though, man. This kid's tough. He's still coming at him.
I give him a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
He's still fighting hard.
Absolutely.
Almost walked into a high kick there.
Just under a minute left, and this could be anybody's round. If Anthony puts it on and gets a takedown, he could steal this round.
Absolutely.
Good footwork. Joe's getting out of the pocket, keeping out of danger there. He's got to be a little more aggressive. Somebody's got to steal this round with something exciting here. These are the times where the judges, they look at what they see last.
You're right.
And, this could be anybody's round with this. Coming up at the 10-second bell, so I'm going to expect one of these guys to do something really aggressive, either a takedown or a big shot. Nice right hand by Anthony there.
Carmenetti did go in to try to land a couple, but that's it for round number 2. 2 out of 3. We got one more to go here in this bantamweight bout.
That's a tough round to score, but I think I'm going to go with Joey Reverdes. He was a lot more on the stock, throwing a lot more punches that round, especially at the beginning of the round. He started to establish that jab a little bit more, and he got Anthony really tired. But Anthony, towards the end, started to throw some punches. So
let's see if we can listen in down to the corner again with Joe Reverdes with William Sukunta and Mike Gresh.
See, now this is where a great corner comes in. Mike Gresh is obviously putting the pressure on. He's telling him, listen, you lost the first round. The second round was really close. You've got to win this round to win this fight. And I know Joe wants to get that win in front of his home crowd here, and his first pro win. Joe looks good, and neither guy's breathing too heavy right now. Anthony kind of was, definitely getting a little bit tired in that second round. That break definitely helped him out with the knee to the face.
Okay, third and final round of this opening bout. Joe Reverdes in the blue trunks, Anthony Carmenetti in the white with the black trim. And again, it may be even after 2, so this round right here could be the decider.
Absolutely, Mike. Nice leg kick. He's got to. The guy who starts moving forward in this is going to take this round. He's got to keep moving forward. That leg kick definitely hurt him a little bit. See, now he's going to. This is what Joe wants. Get Anthony moving backwards and keep stalking, but keep moving forwards. Those leg kicks are really starting to pay a toll on him.
They are definitely adding up here in the third round. Reverdes has executed a masterful game plan in this last round or so.
And you can see Anthony really backing up fast because he doesn't want to take another one of those leg kicks. He's still moving, though. Nice, good right hand.
Big right by Reverdes, catches him coming in.
Big smile from Anthony. These guys are having fun out here.
definitely been an entertaining opening bout, and Reverdes has done a nice job adjusting since the end of that opening round.
Absolutely. See, he's moving back for those leg kicks. He doesn't want to get kicked again. It's always nice when you start a show out with a fight like this one. Good right hand, switching it up. He goes to fake that knee. That's a William Soukmouth. That's one of his specialties right there. He throws a lot of fakes with knees and comes in with either punches or kicks. But Anthony's still throwing here. Joe's going to keep moving forward with that jab. Because Anthony's still in this fight. Nice leg kick again.
That one hurt. You can tell 3.5 to go in this third and final round.
See, with these kicks now, Mike, it's all timing. And how you set those up is exactly how Joe's doing it with the jab. Setting it up with his hands. If you throw those kicks, Anthony's going to see him and he's going to move back, and that's when he can counter. Nice leg kick again.
He felt that one too. He started checking his knee.
Nice, good right hand. See, that's when it's going to start to set things up. He's got to start throwing those punches straight down the pipe, though. Nice leg kick. Anthony does not want to take too many more of those. See, as he throws it without the jab, you can see that. He can see all that stuff coming.
Between the jabs and the leg kicks, CARMENETTI has had no luck trying to get close to Reverdes.
And you can see him start to hobble a little bit here. He's
like you said, those kicks are taking their toll.
Absolutely. A little spinning kick that landed on. But he's still throwing. That big hook is the one that Joe's got to watch out for. He's sneaking underneath those punches and throwing that big overhand.
Halfway through the final round.
Joe's going to keep moving forward and putting on him with those jabs and leg kicks. And Anthony obviously has to do exactly that and try to avoid those at all costs.
Reverdes definitely in control here.
Good, nice right hand there.
And it would appear if Reverdes could hold on these final 2 minutes, he'll be in line for his first career win.
Yeah, he seems to be winning this round, but still, there's 2 minutes left. And,
plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly. All it takes is one shot, and Anthony's definitely not out of this. A big takedown, a big shot, could definitely change this one.
And you'd have to guess that he knows he's in that position and will try to land that blow here in the final minute and a half.
But from being in a position that he's been in, taking leg kicks like that, it really slows you down. Your takedowns are slow, and obviously you don't want to get hit with any more of those. Like that one right there was a very loud, heavy leg kick. Joe's standing really straight up, though. He's not moving his head a lot, which is dangerous because if he can land these punches right here like this, he's not moving his head.
Land. He caught him on the chin a bit.
Yep, he's using his feet to get out, but he's got to move his head a little bit more so he doesn't tuck his chin down. Nice leg kick again.
Now CARMENETTI putting on a little surge here with about a minute plus to go.
Yeah, he's still moving forward and still throwing punches and landing them as well.
This may be his last chance.
Yep, nice right hand.
Now letting his hands go.
Yep. Good jab by him.
Nice stiff left jab.
These guys are both starting to land some good punches here. Like I said, in the last minute.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice leg kick again. That one hurt. That one definitely hurt him. You can see him really putting all of his weight on his back foot.
He's been hobbling the majority of this round due to those leg kicks.
Exactly. Joe's got to keep the pressure forward going back to that. Because if he can keep him moving backwards, he can't land those power punches. Exactly. It's when Anthony starts to move forwards is when he lands those big punches. And Anthony's still coming forward here.
35 seconds.
Cool, nice right hand. That one hurt him. See, now Joe's got to jump on him. He's got to take advantage of this.
And surprisingly, Reverdes backed up.
Yep, good. That's the straight right hand you want to see. He's got to keep Anthony moving backwards. Anthony's best when he's moving forwards and throwing those punches. He's got to keep him there. Good, another right hand.
Final 10 seconds of this opening bout. Joe Reverdes, nice adjustment after round number 1.
Ooh, good right hand by Anthony there.
And that's going to do it. So Reverdes and CARMENETTI go the distance. We'll see what the judges have to say, but it appears that Joe Reverdes is in line for his first career win due to his performance in rounds 2 and 3.
Absolutely, I would have to agree. It's kind of strange, but the youth seemed to get tired. He didn't have the cardio and the gas tank to go the distance.
It definitely seemed like the reverse of what you would expect. The older fighter you would think would not survive those later rounds, but Joe Reverdes actually looked more cool and composed down the stretch than CARMENETTI did.
Absolutely. But you can hear him. 44 years old, I think they said. But, you know, that's a big testament to keeping himself in shape. The guy's always in shape. He's always on the diet. He puts his time in and does his work. And that's why, you know, he's in great shape. 44-year-old guy going the distance and outlasting the young blood. I think those leg kicks, Mike, in the final round really slowed him down, and he had He had Anthony backpedaling a lot more, and I think that is definitely going to seal the deal for this fight.
It was definitely a sound strategy for Joe REVERDES, and he executed the game plan masterfully. You heard the instructions from his corner between William Sukumta and Mike Gresh. So that does it for bout number 1. Let's send it down to Bill Carpenter for the particulars.
Right, Joe. Go ahead up.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the official scorecards. Judges
Kane and Brian Miner all score the bout identically, 29-28. For your winner, Joe REVERDES.